off back down to southern Vermont to the cool section of the Green Mountain National Forest that I've been hunting for the last 2 or 3 trips here. I'm really excited this time around. You know, rifle season was kind of a bust down there. I didn't really see anything. I spent a lot of time in empty woods, which was kind of a bummer. It's all right. I'm heading back down for late season muzzleloader. I have another doe tag, as well as I can take a buck, so I have a chance to take 2 deer. I'm really going to be happy with 1. I think 2 would be a little bit excessive. I've upgraded my camping setup, and we'll walk through that when we get to the site down there. So, trying to take the edge off this winter camping thing, which is really funny. I've spent most of my life and career dealing with the cold, either in big mountains around the world, mountaineering trip stuff, working in the Arctic, working in the Northeast. Spent a lot of time in a unheated tent with just a sleeping bag, and that's kind of how I approached it for rifle season. And I was talking to my wife afterwards, and she brought up the great point of I don't have to carry any of it on my back. I have a giant pickup truck to carry things in, so why not buy a small heater to take the edge off? So I got a buddy heater, and I got the external propane tank, so that might take the edge off a little bit. Kind of made some tweaks to the setup. Haven't made huge changes yet, because I'm not sure it's exactly what I want, so kind of slow rolling it in here. But yeah, so should be a great trip here, so hopefully you guys come along and you enjoy it. Like and subscribe, and stop, get some provisions, mainly beer, and then we'll get on the road to southern Vermont. It's about a 3.5 hour-ish drive, depending. I could probably make it shorter if I choose to. And yeah, settle in for the night, have an awesome dinner. I think I'm going to do Moco Loco again, because I don't know, I had good luck when I had that the first time. And settle in for the night. So thanks again, guys. It's going to be a great adventure. Alright, there's the big reveal for the haul of food I picked up for the trip. Most of it's already in the cooler. Got some cider from Citizen Cider there in Vermont, and then 2 beers from Bentwater Brewing Co. out of Lynn, Mass. I know it's not a Vermont thing, but they're still pretty awesome. They look good. Some corn chips and some cheese and some milk and stuff for snacks, and a little bit of avocado. We made it here. Starting to snow out a little bit. It's like 3 o'clock, so I'm just going to get dinner going so I can button up the camp here and crawl in the sleeping bag before it starts to snow too bad. Sunset's around 4:30-ish, so yeah, I don't have too much longer to go here. So, doing the Moco Loco again. Got my rice right here. Got my 1 cup of rice, 2 cups of water. It's kind of standard formula. Just going to get that going. And let that kind of start cooking along. Before I get too far into it, since I drove down here all the way, I'm going to have me a Bentwater Thunder Funk IPA. Sounds good, like their label, so hopefully it's awesome. Yeah, so I chose not to do any venison this trip because of the fact that I saw no deer last time. I'm slightly superstitious at times, and I think maybe that was what I'm going to say. That's what did it. So I'm going to start out this hunting trip with the same meal that I had the last time, and yeah, hopefully it'll be a lot better. But for right now, we have some beer. Let this rice start boiling along here. Cover that up. Oh, that's really good. Highly recommend. Yep. That's gonna taste like another. Alright, so I got the pan setting up there for melting some butter. I'll slice up a bunch of mushrooms. I'm using the canned mushroom gravy again because I still haven't mastered the timing of this meal since I don't screw it up. So it's easiest just to use that canned stuff. But what I have noticed, it doesn't have a lot of mushrooms. So I grabbed a few mushrooms, kind of prepped them at the house just so it's easier for me to deal with. Slice these bad boys up. I think I'll leave the rest for another meal. And I'll get them in the pan. Next step is onion. So I like some sauteed onion. I don't know if it's 100% traditional, but no, I really like the onion flavor. So that's what I'm gonna do. And again, another kind of local meal. The mushrooms aren't local, unfortunately. Didn't really have much luck foraging this year. But the onions came from a CSA from the farm down the road. The eggs from our chickens themselves, right on our yard. The ground beef right down the road from me. So I'm pretty stoked about that. I really like eating local. It especially seems important nowadays with all the weird supply chain stuff. Some onions in there. Rice is moving right along. And onions. So while I'm waiting here, I'll get my beef patty made up here. Just happy this defrosted in time. I was a little late on the game getting the meat out of the freezer. I normally try to do it the day ahead of time so we can have plenty of time to defrost, but kind of screwed up. I forgot. In full transparency, I just totally forgot to take it out last night, so I was kind of forcing it on the way here, so I'm just glad it kind of defrosted. But yeah, this is local grass-fed beef, which is just awesome. And I like the farmer who we get it from. So I throw my favorite Montreal seasoning on there. Put it on everything. It seems to work pretty good for most things. I'll flip it over. All right. Now we wait here for everything to get ready to go. Probably turn the heat up there. All right, time to get the patty in there and get it cooking. So everything kind of cook up together. Yeah, that's gonna be awesome. All right, start assembling this here. I got the rice. Another great thing about that heater over there is it kind of acts as a heat lamp here to keep everything nice and warm for me. I think that's plenty of rice. Put that up there. Grab the giant beef patty. Yum. Alright, not too hot. I did bring gloves because I've learned this lesson. Let's do all of that goodness right there. Well, there she is, ready to go. I flubbed the egg, so I apologize for that. There's no fried egg on top of it. I kind of broke it. So That's okay. Still pretty damn awesome. Well, as I said, it tasted like another, but I got another one from that same brewery. This one is Sluice Juice, New England IPA again, 6.5%. See how good this one is. I think it'll be pretty good if it's like the other one. Oh yeah, that one's really good. I'm going to be enjoying those for the next couple days here. And so while I said I was excited, I've gotten a heater and a new stuff for the camp setup here. This is the biggest one. So that was the little propane buddy heater, the Mr. Buddy, I think it is, or portable buddy from Mr. Heater. It's a small one. Got the 10-foot extension line, and it comes out here down to a Gorilla propane tank there that I have attached outside the truck. And I just cut a small hole in the screen. I'll sew that up come this spring. I'll make a little better attachment for it, but still kind of working through the process here. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. It already throws a good amount of heat, and I should get a lot of run time out of it. I don't plan on running it all night, mainly just kind of when I'm in there awake, and then when I crawl into my sleeping bag, which is all up in there. It's my negative 40 expedition weight down sleeping bag, so I don't really think I'll be that cold, but it's nice to have a little heat to get changed. More importantly, to dry stuff out. That was one of my big concerns last time I was down here. So I didn't really have a way to dry anything, and then I added a little crate in the back there to sit on. So, all right, something that I figured out I needed to do after last time I slept in the back of the truck is when I locked it, the horn and everything would flash. So I like that normally, but when you're sleeping in the back, I don't know, I just don't like making all the noise. So one of the great things about this Dodge here is I can door locks, flashlights when locking, sound horn with remote start, and that should do it. Sound horn with lock. I'm going to turn that off as well, so that way it just doesn't make as much noise. The lights don't flash, blah blah blah. So fun with infotainment centers, or whatever you want to call them. Well, settled in for the night. Got the sleeping bag out. That little Mr. Buddy heater there, or yeah, portable buddy heater, is crushing it. It's warm. It's really comfortable in here. So that's exciting. Obviously not going to sleep with it on. I'll shut it off when I finally settle in, but it'll be nice to like take the chill off in the morning, get dressed. More importantly, dry stuff out after I'm done hunting. All cleaned up from dinner, got everything kind of buttoned up, just getting ready to settle in for the evening. One of the things I've been working on now is kind of a table. I got my little bench seat here, which has been working really nice. I think I might put a back on it though, because I don't like leaning against the cap window when it's open, so I always keep the pass-through open if needed. But I got a little piece of plywood here held on with a C-clamp that I'm thinking about working on how to make a table. I think I'll make, when I do it for real, I'll probably make it a little bit wider, then probably a little bit longer. It's actually nice to be able to just scoot out and around if I need to without having to like break everything down. I haven't rolled the bedding out yet, but that's coming up next. Just kind of getting ready for bedtime, and boy, I gotta say, that little heater does an amazing job, and luckily the cap's not really that sealed well, so I'm not too worried about it. I got windows cracked all three sides. I actually got a pretty good breeze going through, but it does kind of make it so it's a little more tolerable to just hang out kind of in the back here. yeah, the snow kind of let up, so we'll see what the morning brings. I'm just gonna settle in, write in my journal, kind of make a plan for tomorrow, and